Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel. I am here inside my home office. Well, it's not like a whole office or anything like that, but yeah, it's my computer setup that we're talking about today. But before we get into it with the computer setup, I want to give you guys a quick update on the Alfa Romeo 4C, and it's pretty much no update. Well, with the fact that the tire, or actually I should say the wheel the last time I checked hadn't come in yet, but also I believe the Alfa doctor had taken some time off around the same time, so it wouldn't have mattered, because the whole point was once the wheel and the tire situation gets fixed, that the Alfa doctor would then go and check everything else with the car after the alignment. So yeah, that's on hold. If you guys are in the Bay Area, you know that the weather out here has been crazy, and maybe that has something to do with the delay on the wheel. Also, the wheel is not something you could just go pick up anywhere. So a bunch of other things, or maybe a few things combined, that's making it delayed. It's also causing for some good car meets to get canceled as well. There have been some car meets here and there. You could go on Rob's Autos. He did one where it was like a tribute to Ken Block. But because one, I'm not big on evening car meets, and the other is I don't have the Alfa Romeo 4C. I didn't get a chance to go. Was busy as well. Yeah, but one thing I have been busy with is the office setup here, my computer setup. So I just wanted to give you, if you guys are following the channel, you know, like it already looks different. So I'll go over the things I've done to the setup since the last time I showed you guys. And also go in a little bit more detail. Not a big technical person, but I'll try my best to go over some of the things that I have here as well in detail. So yeah, let's go. So here we are, the overall setup. Pretty much, I went ahead and painted the wall this color right here. In the camera, it actually looks, you know, like a typical dark gray, but it's actually more of a grayish blue. And what I was trying to do is match the ottoman I have here. So yeah, the ottoman, and yeah, again, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but it's not necessarily, it probably comes off as black, but it's actually like a gray blue. So I was trying to match that, and I think I pretty much nailed it as far as the color. I went with some bear color. Also, you see the not quite done. The wires, I did get a little bit better at hiding them, especially back here. But we are going to get something that my future brother-in-law, BT, and we'll see BT on the screen soon. Actually, today is BT's birthday. He recommended something where I can get the wires pretty much tucked in underneath the table, or the desk, I should say. Well, it's actually a table, and I'll explain that in a bit. But yeah, something to get it hidden. So another thing we did, well, actually, I'll continue on with the paint. I'll show you guys. Pretty much this was the same color as the wall, and against the walls look, actually this is a perfect view right here, because you can see how like the ceiling is white, the accent wall is that grayish blue, and then also the rest of the walls are, I believe it's called like a helpful gray or something like that, but it actually comes off more as a tan. So yeah, so the ceiling white, this is like, in my opinion, it's a tan, but it's some sort of gray. And then we got the new color there. It only took me a couple of coats, and then I had it pretty much to what you see now. After it dried up, same day, I put these floating shelves on. These floating shelves are actually pretty cool the way they go on. The bracket goes on first, and so nothing is in the way. You're screwing your bracket, and then these floating shelves just kind of slide into that and then screw underneath into the bracket themselves. I just opted to have this up there. I'm using my camera, but here I'll show you guys quickly what it looks like with the camera up here on the shelf. And yeah, I think it's a good look. I don't want to put things that are too heavy up there. I also don't want to put things that'll be constantly having to take down. So yeah, you know, I film maybe only a couple times a week, so it's okay for the camera to be up there. Also got this fake plant up there, and I got my PS4 controller, my second controller. And just for now, I'm thinking of moving things around, maybe getting some more plants, and of course adding on to the pegboard, which I have here. The pegboard and the shelves all come from Amazon. I thought the pegboard was actually a much better deal than the ones they sell at IKEA, because these are technically 4 different squares, and all 4 squares came with different accessories. and for the same price of one from IKEA. And it's essentially the same thing. I'm pretty sure they're all made in the same place. So yeah, I got my Skull Candy bass headphones in here. The bass on them like really vibrates. So this is really good for music. I got that in there. I might need to upgrade to the newest ones because the leather is all torn up. And then I got the popular trusty noise canceling Sony's right there as well. And then I have, in case I want to use the cables directly instead of using the Bluetooth, I got an external drive there, and another adapter for my laptop, and another fake little plant, and a couple of photos of Trin and I from a long time ago. Yeah, going back to the table, I call it a table instead of a desk because this was actually a hand-me-down dining table from Trin's uncle back when we lived in the old house, and we were actually using it sort of like a second dining table, or I guess like for a breakfast table or something like that for a little bit. Then I actually used it as a desk at the old house for a little while. So the only difference now, though, is you see this right here. This is actually a vinyl wrap, and Trin went ahead and she vinyl wrapped this wood look to it. I thought it was a great touch, and it was pretty much all her idea to add it, and I think it came out really well. And just by coincidence, the floating shelves are a similar color. So yeah, that came out really nice. The way she wrapped that up. On top of that, I have this mat. It's a wild looking mat. I'm not gonna lie. The mouse pad, not mat. It's got some crazy stuff on it. It's a bunch of colors, but yeah, this was actually a gift from BT, and he gave this to me. I want to say either as a Christmas gift last year. Not last year, but the year before, 2021, or it might have been for my birthday in 2022. He also, when I went and I bought this from him used, I got it at a really good deal. This is the Mac Mini. This is the one with the M1, so it's the 2022 version, and I think it has upgraded storage on it as well. Super fast. If you guys have ever used the M1 chip, for editing it's way quicker. It's the same one as my laptop, but at least now this is separate from my laptop. My laptop I'll just use when I'm on the go, and I'll use the Mac Mini for pretty much my editing and just hanging out here. Yeah, going back to the keyboard, when I bought that from BT at a steal, he threw in this keyboard right here, and if you never use like an actual keyboard, you see it lit up now. The way and he does that in his videos too. The way they feel is just awesome. Oh, and now my password's all messed up. Originally, he threw it in with a white cord, and I actually got this cord right here from when I was shopping at AT&T of all places, and yeah, it's just nice, more discreet than the white cord. It comes with Apple, and you see right here, got the screen on. Along with the keyboard, he threw in the monitor as well, and you can see there's Doug DeMuro. We'll change that to BT in just a bit. There we go, there's BT right there, and oddly enough, he's actually talking about a monitor as well, and you see the monitor he's talking about has lighting in the background. His setup is really nice. I would suggest you go on his channel if you're into like computer setups, gaming, and other tech. He has, so I'm at almost 2,000 subscribers. He's almost at 200,000 subscribers. So yeah, he is well known. If you're into tech, you probably have seen him. If you're not into tech, I suggest you go on there. I'll show you his handle right there. Brandon Taylor, again at 199,000 subscribers. So anyways, yeah, he's the one who gifted me this, and threw in the keyboard and the monitor as well with the Mac Mini. So that's that. I didn't have speakers, so I just went really simple. I went to Best Buy and I just got these Bose speakers. They sound really crisp. They have just the right amount of bass when it's needed. Pretty much all you need for a small setup. The music sounds good. The videos sound good on it. And if I need to edit, I could just, and I want a little privacy when I'm editing, I just throw the headphones on in there, or I could do Bluetooth. The speakers do the job when needed. Behind, and you've seen this in my previous video, if you watch my previous video, I have the Govee RGB lights in the back, and what you see right here is a camera. So press this, see everything lights up now in the back, and I can control the lighting with my phone. But going back to the camera the reason why there's a camera here is you can use it in a different mode where basically the camera is sensing the different colors from edge to edge, and then corresponds to that color. It matches it depending on what's going on. One thing I did change from the last time you guys seen my setup is that I added the light bar that goes all the way around on the back of the monitor as well. So I'll show you guys some of the tricks we can do with the phone app. So with the Govee app, you can go in here, it'll connect, and pretty much there you could see you could easily turn on, turn off, whatever you like. So if you go on to here and notice now that light is off, or I could turn off the back here, and now the back is off as well, and just that one remains. And then you could go by different modes. See, so if I go video mode, now automatically the camera turns on, and it all just kind of goes on depending on what it sees. I've noticed it doesn't work perfectly. Notice how that one's super red right now, so it's only really capturing what you see right there, and then the other one was like orange, so it was only kind of picking up what was there. Notice how there's some blues and purples in his video, and it's not necessarily getting that, but every once in a while it does. And I'll show you an example real quick. See, if we're watching this video, it's capturing a lot of that red, but then if once we go down, see how it all just changes. This one matches a little bit better now with the purple-ish and the pinkish, kind of matches the monitor pretty well. But yeah, see, it's all kind of changing depending on what's going on the screen, which I think is really cool. Another cool mode it has here, it's thanks to the headphone jack being connected to the Govee light system and then going to the speakers, so it's catching some music. You could put it in music mode. Now it'll just see how it's just kind of standing there still. We'll play one of my videos, we'll play some music, and then there you go. Oh yeah, pretty cool. Oh man, I miss driving around. So anywho, yeah, I like to keep it on color and just choose the color, leave it that way, unless, you know, I'm blasting some music or not really playing video games, but it's on there. So yeah, it's set up like a gamer thing, but I'm really just editing, watching videos, listening to music here. Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for the new setup. Might add a few things here and there, but I don't think it'll be anything worth showing you guys, or maybe this wasn't to you either, but if you guys did watch all the way through, thanks so much for that. Also want to mention that my cousin in SoCal went on coffee.com and bought me, I want to say 5 cups of coffee's worth. And so yeah, I have a lot of coffee that I haven't purchased yet. I haven't forgotten. And if you guys also want to buy me a cup of coffee, the link is always down in the description. Yeah, feeling bad that the Alfa Romeo 4C is not back, but I know it's being taken care of, and it's just a matter of time before we're back on the road, when the roads are safer out here anyway. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed a different type of video, different type of vlog. And yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.